Oh, shoot!
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Alright guys, we're at my favorite part of the build. Well, not exactly my favorite, because my favorite would be actually driving. But this is probably one of the more exciting parts of the build. We're here at CBM, as you can see behind me. This is Josh. Hey. Josh here has been the madman behind all of the computer wizard stuff. He made this very beautiful rainbow chart. He put up all these, I haven't even seen this. That's the first time I'm seeing that.
Yeah, well, we gotta work on it still.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No.
Josh did all the wiring in the car. And he's about to do all the tuning in the car. So all of this is all mil-spec stuff. Josh pretty much has, he has all the legs on the LS already figured out, so all the wire on the engine went pretty fast. It's a lot of stuff going on, but Josh has done it like a million times, so he did it pretty fast. So ended up doing the entire chassis harness and engine harness here with Josh at CBM, and a couple of other guys helped out. Sean, Steve did some welding for us. Hector is helping us out now, but all the battery cables and stuff are all hooked up. Things all gangster. So these are all the controls. The 3 relays for the fuel pumps, lift, feed, and feed. 2 are activated with ignition, and 1 will be activated when we start to see some type of diminishing fuel pressure up front. Everything's all done already. It's insane. We didn't really go over on like how we did it because I was learning a bunch of stuff, which I didn't learn too much because I still don't know what's going on. And then we have our interior lights are all done up. Brake pressure switch is done. Everything's done. Belts. But today's the day when we fire and we tune. And by we, I mean Josh. This is Sean. He's trying to act like he's not interested in the camera. But the whole week, all he's been talking about is I can't wait till you start filming. Just kidding. He didn't say that. So we found out that we had a couple wires flipped, which is no big deal. We're just gonna flip them back and then she's ready to fire. Sean has helped me out with a lot of stuff here. Allowed me to use his beautiful white snap-on box. And a bunch of tools and stuff. We got a couple things. Oh, I gotta adjust the throttle because he said he was reading 80. Yeah. So I gotta add some more pull to the pedal over there. This is the 6.9 CBM engine. It's got 14:1 compression. It's a 425. 427, but it's got Josh's specifications on the cam shafts.
Yeah, I watched a YouTube video.
He watched the YouTube video, figured it out, and so now we're gonna try it. What are your predictions for horsepower?
Fat.
-12. Let me get a legit answer.
607.
607 at the wheels.
669.
Give me some, give me some, give me some. What do you think? So you should know better than any of us.
409.
On what a 4. Just bring the Hail Mary back. That one made 5. Josh.
Yeah.
What do you think?
550.
550?
Yeah.
Cut. Going home. Cut. It's not gonna make 550. What is it gonna make?
It's an NA motor, dude.
Yeah, it's naturally
It's a small cubic inch NA motor.
naturally aspirated 14:1 compression.
Yeah.
How much horsepower?
At the tire.
At the tire.
6.5.
Yeah.
5.5? I'm gonna be the optimistic one in the group and say 700. It's gonna be a good day. Let's go ahead and just do a test fire. I'm way too excited. All right, so we're gonna test fire. This thing will be the first time it's gonna run ever. I'll put you guys back here for the sake of exhaust, and we'll see how it sounds. Send it. It's gonna be really loud. Josh is adjusting things. You're essentially just adjusting to get it to idle.
Yeah.
And then once we're idling, we'll go live. So it's our catch can. Kind of a cool idea behind it. Some of you guys know we got picked up by Piston Pete, so this thing will eventually get painted like a Piston Pete beer can. But the idea of having it higher, these are not tight, as you can see. So those will get tightened down, and this will get positioned nice and high so that any oil that comes up into the top will drain back in. Here we go. Damn, son. That thing's loud.
That's only to $5 grand.
That was insane. It's coughing up so much crap. Yeah, let me shut this cap up here.
No oil cooler or anything, right?
No, no oil cooler. I got a leak right there, but nope, that's
What?
it's water, but that's just running. That's runoff from the yeah, I had the cap off. Trying to adjust the idle. Pretty choppy, huh? Sounds like a boat. So what are we doing now?
You be quiet. We needed more air.
More
We do not have enough air.
more oxygen?
More air.
So is this tube too small?
No.
We're gonna drill a hole throttle body.
At idle, we need more base air
So we're gonna drill a hole
in the throttle plate.
in the throttle plate.
Because a throttle body like that, there's a speed hump in the bottom of it
Right?
for low-end airflow
Right.
control. So it's not just a light switch. And if we open the blade too far for idle, then
It begins to climb or what?
you get over that speed hump, and then you have double the amount of air coming past the blade with it barely open. So we want to give it the right amount of air and still be able to use that low-speed air hump for idle and just off idle.
It's a damn genius. It's smoking, dude. Oh my god, it's smoking.
Careful, it's broken.
You broke it. You broke the car before it even.
Broken.
First time firing, you broke it. Did it?
Welcome to CBM.
Welcome to CBM. We break everything.
Just don't bring me like bone stock LS ones. That's my
Pull the
nemesis.
motor out.
So now you can see the hole.
Almost.
Bigger?
In a second.
Hannah's here. She's gonna be filming for us today. We're chasing the misfire. We had a misfire. Trying to see exactly what it is.
I misfired dead hole.
No fuel.
Dead hole, sorry.
No fuel.
No fuel.
No, it's just the pump doesn't have any water, it's just air.
Yeah. It's got pressure.
Yeah, it's because it's
all
got
cold.
All right, steam. It's just pressure from where it's hot up front. We'll bleed it, it'll be okay.
Okay. So once we get enough water in it, the pump will start to pick up the water and we'll start pushing air out of the system all by itself. We just got to help it get to that point.
Correct, we gotta get the pump blade.
Just like with any system.
Okay, we should be good up here. Just top her up.
I'm at the top of the reservoir. See the color of those American racing headers? Got nice and golden, and then it gets a little more silver in color and then stainless.
Nothing is hot.
Because it's not getting warm yet.
We know we have spark and fuel. How hard are all the plugs to get to?
Simple.
Full plugs and compression test real quick.
On all of them? Or just the cold ones?
All of them.
Don't burn yourself.
No. So just like with any first fire up, there's a little tweaks we have to make. We got them pretty much figured out. Now Josh is trying to get it to idle just perfectly. And then after that, I think we're good to go on the floor and get on the dyno. But the cooling system's working. We're chilling at 180 so far at idle, which is not even operating temp, right? Isn't operating temp like 210, 200?
Yeah, 200-ish.
We were at 195.
Yeah, right now.
So we're damn near perfect. It's already getting up to operating temp. We haven't really had any leaks or anything real aggressive as far as just plumbing goes and wiring goes and all that stuff. So thing sounds nuts. It winds up pretty quick. So I didn't tell you, Josh, it has the Tilton 7.5-inch clutch on it. So it's real small, snappy. That smaller clutch is gonna be real fast spinning, so we can get it up to speed faster without having it create drag on the engine. That combined with the 14-to-1 is pretty gangster. We got a bunch of little gremlins worked out. Now it's time to put on a dyno and see what other ones come up. Should go pretty smooth. Axles are tight, drive shaft's tight, all the trans brackets and all that stuff's tight. Not experiencing any leaks or anything like that. Get her in the dyno room and see what kind of numbers it can make. You reference in the beginning of the video how much Josh said. He said 550. Sean said
607.
607. Hector said 669.
And then I revised mine,
What'd you revise yours to?
like 575.
575. For reference, the last car made 500. What I'm learning is that the number that it peaks at isn't necessarily everything, because it's the way that it makes the horsepower, the drivability of the power and torque that you have. Even if this one does do what Josh says, which is what, 550?
Something like that.
If it hits 550, it's gonna be a totally different feeling. All right, so that's the first fire. We're gonna get on the dyno, but you have to watch the next episode to get that. And pull it in right now.